tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Stafford on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be second down. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. 40 got. Stafford looks to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Here's Ty Johnson, rookie six-rounder from Maryland. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now a give, right side. Muhammad, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. The linebacker, Brooks Reed, with a pick. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Alert 3. It's 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. At 25 to Mike.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 24. Check 24. He's coming. We got double up. Check it out. Check 26, check 26.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 39, Murray. Being chased out left. He'll run it. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Play fake. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Check. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Check.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check, 43.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's into the clear. 20. And a cut to the right and some more. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Hey, 60. Double right. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this open. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Banjo. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. On first down, Drake looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
That's a what? That's a what? Out, 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 out. Go.
On second down, here's Murray. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 6.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Muhammad, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leader...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Check, 43. We want this. Sika. Check, Sika. Zebra. Who draw quarters?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not really nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. On second down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
61, matchbox lights. 50-50. Shift. He's got 3, 218, chopper. 53, ready.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He completes it to Jones. Room here to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 38 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now Murray throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
All day, every day, any day. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Screen play, Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. He got 29 yards that time.
It's a gain of 29. That's another Cardinals.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run with Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be second and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Murray now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Mike, 280. I got it. Shoot, 21.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford, he's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford going to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.